Hey guys, and welcome to a task guide for Peacekeeper mission. For this one, you need to kill 12 scavs on woods, customs, interchange and shoreline whilst wearing a MF-UNTAR helmet, armor as well as a M4A1. Now with the M4A1, it doesn't have to be the standard Colt M4A1, you can actually modify it. It cannot be done with the TX15, HK or ADAR, it has to be completed with the M4A1. I do have a lowest recoil build as well as a budget build for the ADAR that you can put onto the M4A1, as well as a highest ergonomics build, so there is a build available for everyone. The links will be in the description as well as up in the iCard up the top right hand corner. Here is a map showing you all of the best spawns I've had personally with scavs on customs. Okay, so we're going to start off with customs. If you actually spawn on custom side itself, the first thing you want to be hitting up is storage or the big red building, whatever you can get to first. If you can hit up storage first, you can get around about 2 to 3 scavs. If you hit up the customs office side, then you can get the same amount of scavs right there. Once you've hit up these two locations, go through the land bridge to the south, so you hit up RUAF roadblock. Once you're at RUAF roadblock, if you want to follow the road all the way up to Ice Cream. Once you're at Ice Cream, head to dorms. There will always be scavs spawning at dorms due to the hatchlings. They want to cut down how many hatchlings can run into the march room, so they now guarantee spawn inside 2 or 3 story dorms. Once you're at this location, then head down the road and go to buses. Don't forget to check out the new construction, as a few scavs can be inside that location there. Then head over the bridge and go to new gas station. New gas station has always been really good for scavs, especially out the back. Next, you want to head into the crane area, which is over the wall of the new gas station. If you've got the factory key, you can go through the shortcut, or if you know how to do the little parkour jump, when you're at the back of old gas station, if you jump on top of the pipe, jump on top of the cinder block, and then you can jump over the wall, and then you'll be at the crane area where there will be a few scavs. Once you've finished off these scavs, if you head towards old gas station, you can get around about 2 to 3 scavs down there. Then on your way out, make sure you take out sniper scav that can be on top of the sniper building, and then you go through the gate on your left hand side. You do have the old military base checkpoint that you can check out a few scavs there, and then go head out ZB1011. You can obviously do the route go in the other direction as well. Okay, so we're going to go on to woods. You can see here where all the red patches are. This is where I've had the best luck finding scavs on woods. As you can see, they're mostly on the eastern side of the map. I haven't had much luck on the west side of the map with the scav spawns. I know you can get a few in old gas station, old station, sorry, where the red brick building is, but I haven't actually had much luck personally finding them myself. So we are going to do it. So we spawn on the western side of the map. So the first location you want to be hitting up is where the car crash is, which is next to where the peninsula is. Scavs do like to patrol up and down this road quite a lot, especially if you are from the car crash and you head towards Spine or Lookout Rock as it is on the map, that you can get quite a few scavs in this little valley where there's a thin line of trees. Then obviously hit up Spine, especially around where the plane crash is, that side of Spine. You can get around about 3 to 4 scavs there. Follow around the south side, hit up Sniper Scav if he's up, and then go straight to Lumber Mill. Make your way past the log piles, and then don't actually go down into the basin where the lumber mill is. I'm going to be showing you a little spot on Lumber Mill where I actually like to sit there for around about 10 to 20 minutes of the game. You can get a decent amount of scavs. I did do my shotgun task recently, and I did actually get all 12 of my scav kills at this location, just sitting there for about 20 minutes talking to chat. Then when you finish at this location, continue pushing up to checkpoint. Checkpoint you can't get, it varies quite a lot. On the south side you can get 3 to 4 scavs, and then on the north side where the ritual is, if you head towards attachment cabin, you can get quite lucky and get like literally 5 to 10 scavs that spawn in this location. You just got to keep your eye out and listen for the bushes. Once your attachment cabin, there are definitely a few scavs here, about 2 to 3, and then go head towards Scav House, where it's like that broken down house on top of a hill. You can get quite a lot there. Most of them are actually between Scav House and ZB014, which is that extract that you need the key for. They do like to patrol right next to where the edge of the map is. But once again, if you got an M4 and you're giving yourself a decent sight, you can just literally sit on cabin overlook, which I'm showing you right now, which is a pretty decent camping spot that you can sit there for around about 10 to 15 minutes. Just bear in mind, you can see an awful lot of the map, which means people can easily see you. Once again, this map is reversible, so you can do it in both directions. If you do spawn in the Scav House side though, I would recommend if you actually go back to Scav House later in the raid. Okay, so you can see here, this is the overview map of Interchange. You have got the outside, the first floor and the parking lot. You don't really see that many concentration of scavs on the second floor. So we are going to be going from a spawn at the Emacom checkpoint at the very back end of the map. That is quite a common spawn that you see, as well as the, obviously you got the one in front of Idea, but my route is going to be reversible. So if you spawn at Emacom, you want to hit up the scavs out the back of Ollie. That's kind of your priority. Get there as soon as possible. There is a few spawns around there, so just be careful of the other player spawns. Once you've hit up the scavs at this location, head into Ollie and go to where the cash registers are. This is definitely quite a high concentration of scavs. Of course, you've got other players, so be careful, because there are definitely some high valuable loot spawns for the graphics cards and upstairs at Techlight. There's definitely... You see a lot of people coming through the entrance of Ollie. So you've done the scavs by the cash registers. There is actually some escalators at the back of Ollie on the right hand side of where the cash registers are. Go down those escalators into the parking lot. You can get around about 2 to 3 scavs down in the parking lot. Once you finish in the parking lot, follow it around to the right hand side and then go up the broken floor. You'll see it because it's a giant hole in the roof. Go up that and you'll be right next to Kibber. Once you're at Kibber, obviously watch out for Killer. He does like to live in generic, so if you want to go in there and say hi to him, you can do. It's down to you. But going past Kibber, you do get a high concentration of scavs, especially in Mantis, near Brutal, and all the way down to the Vikings shop, as well as the National. Once you've cleared out these scavs, go hit up Goshen. Goshen can be very good. Once you go through the tents at Goshen, look to your right hand side down the cash register way. You do get a few scavs that can break off down in that location, but ideally you want to be going into the back of Goshen where you got the military vehicle just sitting there. You should get a few scavs in there, around about 5 to 6. Once you're at the back of the the back area, storage area, if you turn left like you're going to be heading towards Idea, you have a long corridor and you got a corridor that leads directly to the outside. Go out that door and go all the way down the ramp and you're going to be heading towards Power Station. Once at Power Station, you can get around. It can be, sometimes there's no spawns, but sometimes you get 2 to 5 scavs at this location. And now you want to head back into Idea, so go back up the ramp. Well, it's not the same ramp, it would be a different ramp, but go up the ramp into the back of Idea and go head into like you're going towards the cash registers where the little office is. You can get around about 5 to 6 scavs at this location. It's actually a very good spawn for scavs. Now you want to be heading down the escalators like you're heading out of Idea, but actually you want to turn left and go into the underground parking lot. Keep following around to the left hand side and you can get, if you're lucky and you get tagged in curse, you can get quite lucky in the sense of getting 5 to 10 scavs at this location. And then if you finish your task, then get straight out. But if you still haven't, you can go hit up the tents on the motorway, which is a round about 4 to 5 scavs can spawn out there. Once again, this is reversible. Keep saying reversible. So if you spawn in front of Idea, just go the opposite direction that I told you to go. And now for Shoreline. As you can see, most of the spawns for the scavs are actually on the western side of the map. Once again, we are going to act like we are spawning from Road to Customs. So there is actually a scav spawn on Road to Customs. If you've obviously spawned there will not be any, but if you spawned on the west side of the map and you finally got there will be quite a few scavs here, as well as if you stick down by the river that travels down towards the military base at the north end of the map, there can be a few scavs there as well along the coastal, well, the little river. Then go to Scav Tower, there can be a few scavs lurking around, especially up in the tower itself. Continue following the main road past CCP Temp and hit up Crane. Bear in mind, if you did spawn, you know, Road to Customs area, there might still be people leaving the crane yard, so you might be able to get a cheeky spawn kill, but there is usually around about 3 to 4 scavs at Crane. Continue following the main road all the way up to Gas Station. Once you're at Gas Station, there is a little hill that you can actually snipe over to Gas Station before you head over the bridge. Don't forget to check around the back of Gas Station. They do like to loiter behind there. Make sure you head down to Pier as well. You do get quite a few scav spawns, I'll say around about 2 to 3. They can also go all the way up to the lighthouse as well. Once you've hit up these 2 locations, follow the river like you're heading towards Resort and hit Power Station. Don't forget about the sniper scav on top of Power Station. He is a pretty decent shot, but also counts as a kill. Once you hit Power Station, go to Terminal where the buses are. This is a pretty good location. You get 2 to 3. Now it's down to you. If you want to go to Resort, yes, there'll be a high risk of you actually coming into PvP contact, and you do also only have a UN armor and UN helmet, so I wouldn't actually recommend if you hit up that location. So once hitting up Terminal, you will then want to head down to Cottages. Don't forget to check at the front of Cottages as well as in the back where the what they call the greenhouses are. Make sure you check both sides when you're coming down, and then what you want to do is head straight into the village. Recently I haven't actually had much luck, but you can get up to 5 scavs spawning at the village near the T-junction. Then follow it down towards the bunker where the tunnel extract is. You can get a few down there, actually quite a decent amount. I've actually killed around about 4 to 5 scavs at this location. And if you've been onwards and you got yourself a decent site, don't forget to check out Scav Island, which is on the opposite side of where that beached barge is. You can get upwards of 4 scavs at that location as well. And then that's it. Don't forget, this is 100% reversible. If you spawned actually on the customs side, I would say you have high luck of getting more scav spawns compared to if you spawn on tunnel side, but it's all just down to you and how you want to go. Hopefully you guys found this guide useful. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I do stream over on twitch.tv/piranha_, 7 days a week starting at 8 AM GMT. Also, we now have a website that has all of the information on my YouTube channel in one location, which will be in the link in the description, where you can navigate it very easily and find what you're looking for. Guys, hopefully you found this guide useful. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.